Scientists in our country have discovered Karl Marx.
I mean, what the hell? Okay, so I'm looking at coal, right? And looking at the needs. So, need 2.5 for government. Okay, that seems reasonable, you know. And need 829 for producers. And apparently, what the hell is this? Need 120 for pops. So, you know what? I'm just going to buy up all the coal. Maybe that will help my issues. I'm buying up all the coal. Every single last bit of it. Okay, so that is done. So now I can move on to upgrading my army for the final time. And I can finally do something else. Voters' rights movement. Non-secret ballots. I mean, I guess that's better than gerrymandering, so... Fine by me.
Am I just being dumb, or like, where can I see the percentage of what I'm producing again?
If you click on production,
I gotta click. Oh, yeah, I gotta click it. That's it.
That is it.
How's iron going? Iron goes surprisingly well. Ooh, and sulfur, very well. Coal, not good at all. Ooh, artillery, surprisingly well.
How much artillery are you producing?
7%.
28%.
Well, okay. I see. I knew that. I can never like say anything because you're always like better because you play better countries.
Yeah, I'm playing a better country, Spain.
Oh, try this one then. Fish.
Okay, how much are you producing of fish? Can I stop getting all these pop-ups? God damn it!
15%.
15% of all fish.
Yeah.
I'm producing 25% of all fish.
Yeah. See, I told you. It's just no.
Just 7.3%.
Yeah. Good. Good.
So I wanted to see your reaction. And it was exactly what I expected to hear. You're like clockwork.
Oh, what about wool?
I mean, this is what I mean. You never stop. You need to find something.
But I need to know that you can't be better than Italy in everything.
Okay, what are you producing, wool?
No, you first.
Well, I mean, I have viewers that can confirm what I say. And same cannot be said about you.
No, but it doesn't matter. Not now when we're recording, anyway.
Okay, well, I produce 7.02%.
I produce 9.
Oh, victory.
Sweet
How
victory.
much rubber are you producing?
I don't think I even produce any rubber.
I produce half of all the rubber in the world.
Where is rubber? Is it under
right
industrial?
Beneath wool.
Oh yeah. No rubber.
No rubber. What a sad life you must live.
How much precious metals do you produce?
Precious metals? I produce no precious metal whatsoever.
Oh, what a sad life you must lead. I produce 5%. It's not a whole lot.
So barely anything. I'm sad.
What do I produce? I feel like I barely produce anything.
No!
Well, how much sulfur do you produce?
Sulfur? No sulfur at all.
Yes! 13%.
But how much wood? Timber? How much timber are you producing? Come on.
Timber?
Timber, I say.
Not lumber.
No, timber. In raw material goods. That's category.
Timber, barely noticeable. 0.81%.
Oh, 3.8%.
Yeah, there is no
which
forest.
is feeling like nothing.
Yeah, there is no
3.8, yay! That is amazing. By the way, I think I'm lowering tariffs even more because I need to incentivize my factories to do shit. So 15% minus tariffs.
Thing is, I shouldn't complain because my economy is doing very well and everything. So I'm pleased with that. It's just like the industry is going terrible, which I can't really get.
Well, my industry is doing really well, except for when it comes to the more advanced stuff. Because when it comes to the advanced stuff, and by advanced I mean, things like, automobiles, telephones, and things like that.
Hang on,
It's not booming at all.
How does this work? Projected daily balance minus 23,100, but yesterday I earned 2,000, 3,000. Is there?
Yeah. Oh, I think I remember reading something about there being the discrepancy. Like, it's
So
what
expect.
because I think it's about when when it's national stockpile, and at the current expense they need to buy, for example, 50 coal, and it's scheduled to do so, or projected to do so, but the 50 coal is not available, so the price is extremely high and is not able to purchase it that day either. So the purchase never happens. So the difference is created. I think that's something like that.
Okay, sounds.
Don't quote me on it. Also, Ukraine has become quite big, but they don't have Luhansk or the areas that are fighting over present day.
The Rhine River that flows through Germany is very beautiful.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I have a very nice network of railroad as well. Apparently, there's a crisis now
I said the
for
Rhine, the river.
Oh, I thought you meant Rail River. As in the river of
I'm
railroad.
trying to mock your pronunciation again, just by comparing Ukraine and Ukraine, and then
Hey,
Rhine and the
I'm
Rhine.
very glad that you managed to get Eastern Algeria.
Does anyone need more clarification of this joke? Because I'm not sure I can give it. Why? How do I produce coal?
I mean,
Isn't it just about going down in the ground and finding some dirty rock?
well, I mean, you have certain things that are produced by your provinces, such as coal is one of them. So, for example, in Annecy, in Savoie, your territory,
Savoie? Mm-hmm.
they produce coal, for example, and they produce certain amount of coal depending on how many miners you have that work laborers, I think they're called. And they produce, the RGO that is available. The RGO is what the product of the various provinces. So Siena, the RGO is grain. And Florence, the RGO is fruit, and so on. And that adds up. So that's where you get coal as well. So some resources are produced in factories, some resources are produced in the provinces. Makes
Right.
a lot of sense if you think about it.
Ooh, there is some coal over there.
Get it!
Get it.
Holy hell! If you look at, I don't know if you can see it, but where Puerto Rico is, and all the West Indies and stuff. Look at all the massive ports that are there, if you can see it. Every single island has a massive port.
Yeah.
That's because everyone has one
Although
island.
some of them have massive railroads. If you look at
the
British Antilles, for example, St. Lucia, for example.
Yeah, and Danish West Indies, St. Thomas.
Danish West Indies. What a joke.
Very good joke. I mean, how long do I have? How long will it take to get to the next level? So I'm catching up on little Japan. I'm 100 points away. Well, 150 points away. Even France, by the way, has managed to get up to great power. And Netherlands, I might add.
They're living on old merits.
You need to, get up to speed or let someone else take over your country.
Probably
It's
both.
also a mystery why the hell Austro-Hungarian communists are in your country.
Yeah, they're just, hanging around.
What is that icon you have above your army in Verona? You see it?
Hang on. I just need to. There we go. National focus. Where? Verona.
Yeah, the army. Do you have anything circling over its head?
Oh, yeah, I do. What the hell is that?
What is that?
A cannon. It's a cannon in a circle.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Why?
What the hell?
Is it because I have 2? No.
Maybe you have 4. I don't actually know what it means. It's very, very confusing. And only one of your armies does not have it, so it's got to mean something.
Hang on. What about the artillery? What's?
I mean, none of my armies seem to have it.
No. I don't quite understand it. It looks like something from
No,
Sonic
actually,
the Hedgehog.
one of my armies actually have it. At least one of them. So what is it about this army that could mean it has something? Is it that... Okay. I need to verify this with information from other armies. You know, those armies that you have that above, do you have any undermanned brigades?
Yeah, a few, from what I can
Because
tell.
every single army that has that over its head have undermanned brigades. That's the only thing they have in
No,
common.
but hang on. Undermanned brigades, that has to be like a red man icon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, but one of the ones that has a cannon does not have that.
Really?
Yeah. Or hang on, yellow. Due to losses in the reserves, this unit has 50%.
Well, I mean,
but
I have one
should
of...
only be red.
Yeah, because one of... Like, all my armies in Africa, more or less, has that icon. But, I mean, all of them also have the red guy in there too. So, you know, let's just conclude that it's a freaking mystery why. Do any of your colonial troops... None of your colonial troops have it.
I was barely aware that I had any colonial
This is weird
troops
because we haven't... Yeah, well, I was surprised too to hear of such a thing. I mean, colonial troops. Italian colonial troops, what the hell? So Portugal is a communist dictatorship and they have support by France. I'm thinking of declaring war on them to, you know, kind of take them, eat them and, you know, spit
Who?
them out
France?
again. I'm trying to attack Portugal.
Ah.
Will you join me?
Who are they allied with?
They are not allied with anyone at the moment.
Then I'm on board.
You are on board.
I am on the board.
Excellent.
I'm really building a good fort in Avignon. I'd like to think that it's out of respect for the Pope, or the Pope's summer house, as we've established.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't upgraded my forts near the border since, you know, level 2 was available. I'm so confident in my
forts
ability.
in northern Italy are like... It's like a bastion.
Yeah.
Defense. I think I'm gonna draw
But I mean,
the line.
the people of northern Italy has endured, like, almost as many years of occupation as they have freedom.
Yes, they are a valiant kind in northern Italy.
Yeah.
They deserve recognition.
I mean, they really don't, but sure, why not? Proletarian dictatorship, Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine has 3.45 million now. They're actually a power in Eastern Europe. Compared to the Russian Federation. Oh, actually, the Russian populace or whatever has... they have recovered, let's just say. So now they have a military score of 120.
I was not aware Ukraine was that big.
Well, I mean, no one was aware of that. So let's see. I mean, the coal is not going to happen. No one is getting coal. Let's just agree on that. This one does not need coal, so you know what? Cruisers, I'm going to build you instead.
What was your literacy rate at now?
It is 99.8%.
Ugh, disgusting.
Are you
90%.
I mean, considering you were higher up
Yes,
started.
but I have...
And
I've
by a
had
large margin as well.
Yes, but as I recall it, I've had a little bit more of a frontline action than you have, thus reducing my country's general abilities. And I had to form and take over a very illiterate country from my once glorious Sardinian empire.
Well, I mean,
I had to take over the
those
essentially
areas,
useless Naples.
those areas down south pretty much start with the same literacy level that my entire country has. So
Yeah, but they stayed at that level, that's the difference.
because you did not help them.
Should I have helped them?
Yes, you should have helped them. They were your people,
Future brothers, yeah.
your men at arms or whatever.
France has constantly been beset by rebels. Something that I noticed. Not a whole lot of rebels, but still. Just doesn't look very nice.
Well, they want to join Italy, clearly. You can see it in their faces. But I am prepared for war.
It would be more fun if there were more flags for the rebels. Does every rebel faction have the same flag?
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, I agree with you. That would be much better.
Then again, then might be confusing, and I would probably sit here complaining about why can't they have the same flag for rebels?
You probably would. I mean, knowing you, you probably would.
You don't know me. Limited access roads.
Yeah, those are great. I mean, I want unlimited access road, but those were not as popular.
There has to be a limit.